Welcome to one of the most surreal experiences of my life. I'm going to Parashar Lake, nestled at an elevation of 2,730 meters in the Mandi district of Himachal Pradesh. That's nearly 9,000 feet. It's not a destination, it's an adventure. I'm driving through relentless snowfall with blizzards freezing every breath I take. My voice, my face, even my resolve, it's all being tested, but isn't that what makes it so worthwhile?
I'm now in the middle of snowfall all around me. It's crazy.
While climbing up the hill, I slipped on black ice more times than I'd like to admit. The cold has seeped into my bones, and yet I wouldn't trade this moment for anything. This place has magic. This place has mystery and a madness that makes every step of this journey worth it. If you ever get the chance, come here. No words or stories can truly describe the beauty, the serenity, and the sheer wonder of Parashar Lake. But for now, join me on this snowy, chaotic, and utterly breathtaking journey.
Hi. Today, I have driven in a 4x4 up the hills to this absolutely beautiful place. This is the Parashar Lake, and you'll see a B-roll showing you the Parashar Lake with that floating island. That island floats from one place to another throughout the day. They say that there is no end to this lake. This lake, the lake's depth is unknown. Now, you might well think why I have come here. I have come here to tell you the story of Ved Vyas. Why Ved Vyas and why here? Ved Vyas because he wrote the Mahabharata. Last time I promised you that I'd tell you the tale of Ved Vyas. So why from here? Why in this lake called Parashar Lake? Because Parashar was the father of Ved Vyas. And it's very important for us to understand where Ved Vyas came from. You've all heard of the great Muni Vashishta. Vashishta's son was another great rishi called Shaktri. Shaktri also was a very learned person. He spent his time learning and studying the Vedas, doing penance to the gods. Let us come to another part. You have all heard of the Raghukul to which Ram belonged. One of his ancestors was known as Amalashpada. Amalashpada was a great warrior. He came to a forest to hunt, the same forest where Shakti was doing his penance. He was chasing after a tiger when he came to an ashram, and he faced Shakti, who was sitting in penance. He asked Shakti where the tiger went, and it disturbed Shakti's penance. So Shakti got angry and said, "You are here to hunt. You have no respect for the law of nature. Why the hell are you disturbing me?" Amalashpada, in his arrogance, got angry and insulted Shakti. Insulted his asceticism, insulted his ancestry. And Shakti told him, "You do not deserve to be a human being. You deserve to be a Danav, a demon. From now on, you will become a Rakshas. You will behave like a tiger and eat only human flesh." Lo and behold, Amalashpada turned into a man-eating Rakshasa. But here is the twist. His first victim was Shaktri himself. He ate up Shaktri. He killed him. When Vashisht came to know of this, he was shocked. His only son, the son in whom he had so much of pride, was no more. Vashisht didn't want to live, and he tried to commit suicide. But he failed. He tried again and he failed again. After failing to commit suicide, when Vashisht came back to his ashram, he found the young wife of Shaktri, Anudrita. Anudrita was pregnant. Vashisht took it upon his life's mission to raise the child that Anudrita gave birth to, the last symbol of Shaktri. He was named Parashar. Parashar became a great saint. All his life, he strove for peace. In fact, it is said that he looked for Amalaspada, the same man who had killed his father, and forgave him. He forgave him and allowed, through his learning and through his penance, to turn him back into a human being. Amalashpada was grateful. He went back and became a righteous king. Parashar eventually went down to the plains one day. A Muni, a Rishi who had spent his entire life in penance and in asceticism, found a young girl who helped him across the Yamuna. Her name was Satyavati. The story of Satyavati in the next episode. But when Parashar saw Satyavati, he fell head over heels in love. He told the young Satyavati that he was in love with her and that he wanted to have a child with her. Satyavati did not want to say no, for she was too strangely attracted to this great Rishi. They slept together and Vyasa was born. Satyavati only had a condition. She was known as Matsyagandha then. She said, I smell of a fish because I came from the belly of the Apsara fish, Adrika. I don't want to smell like this anymore. I want to smell like flowers. And Parashar granted that wish. Parashar also gave her back her virginity, and her child was born there and then. He grew up right there in front of her own eyes, minutes after she conceived him. And he was known as Vedvyas or Daipayana because he was born in an island in the middle of the Yamuna, Deep and Daipayana. He was also very dark, and therefore he was known as Krishna Daipayana, apart from being known as Vedvyas. Parashar predicted that he would grow up, or he would become the most learned of all beings. And indeed, he not only wrote the Mahabharata, he actually dictated its course in more ways than one. But that story for the next time. Parashar went back to the hills with the memory of Satyavati and his son Vedvyas. Oh yes, and he granted yet another wish to Satyavati, that whenever she would need her son, he would appear in a blink of an eye. So that was the story of Shaktri, Amalaspada, Vashisht and Vedvyas. Next time we'll learn about Satyavati. We'll look at the backstory of Satyavati and how Vedvyas dictated the course of the Mahabharata. Till then, from this windy slopes of the Himalayas and from the temple of Parashar, who is supposed to be an all-powerful saint in these parts, a living saint in a living temple, I bid you farewell. Till the next time, stay curious, because it's all about stories.